Alright, this video will be towards the fact of being lonely will mostly make your decisions and choices in your future. With that saying, basically, it feels like you have either like nothing to lose, or you don't feel like you're not gaining anything, but you're not losing anything. So it's more like you just do it anyway. Now, when I say it's like you have when being lonely makes your decisions or your choices, it's kind of like because you feel so lonely, you want to fill a void. You want to fill that part either with companionship with your partner, or find a relationship to fill the void, or it could be sex, it could be alcohol, weed, love from your parents, or anything. It's just where you feel lonely and there's nothing there for you, nothing's good enough for you, or people are not good enough for you. So loneliness makes you do the dumbest things. I'll name off a few examples so you understand what I'm saying. Like, say you have a relationship and this person's either abusing you or cheating on you, or he's just either her or he is being a piece of shit in your relationship with you, not respecting that. But you choose to stay because you don't want to be lonely. So you put up with the abuse, and you'll put up with that crap so you don't feel lonely. Or you're online and some girl or guy sweet talks you and says the right things at the right time, where you feel like, oh, I'm just gonna flirt, it's all good, nothing's gonna come out of it. But then that person sudden fills a void in you, where eventually that person will stop talking to you, and you're like, oh, well, I kind of miss that. I don't have that person there anymore. And that person's a real piece of shit. And you decide to, like, still talk to him. Not because you want to be friends or have a relationship. You just talk to him just to fill that void. It's just, emptiness makes you do the dumbest shit. Lonely makes you do the dumbest shit. Anything to do is just you by yourself. Just so you don't have to feel that. And I don't think a whole lot of people are aware of this in the moment. Maybe later on down the road, when they look back on their decisions and choices and they think, man, I did some stupid shit. But right now I'm telling you and spreading the awareness that that's what it is. The relationships you had, the people or friends you've been friends with, how it didn't work out, and you felt hurt in the end. It's because you wanted to keep it going just so you don't feel lonely. And the relationships you had, your ex-girlfriend, your ex-boyfriend, just so you didn't feel lonely, it didn't work out. And it's not only people, it's the alcohol or drugs that can fill that void for you. The fact that you don't have a good relationship with your parents might lead you to do some stupid shit. Let's go back on track to relationships before I get to parents. Relationships, it's like no matter how bad your friends warn you, or how bad your friends will tell you that this person's a piece of shit, but you still see the good in them. Not because you really do see the good in them. No, you know they're a piece of shit. You just don't want to believe it, or you're in denial about it. And that person just says the things that you want to hear, and you want to keep it going. You want to thrive off of it. You want more of it because it makes you feel good. Now this person and you are in a relationship. It's going good for maybe the first 3 months, all of a sudden goes downhill drastically. You're finding out that this person's been flirting with like people through your relationship, that this person was actually trying to get with this other person while you're with them, or even worse, cheated on you. Loneliness makes you do the dumbest things, just so you don't have to feel lonely. And a lot of people are not aware that, or they are aware. It's back and forth with this one. It's just, I wish people would understand that more. It's like, a lot of their friends tell them, please, don't do this, or don't go, or stop doing this, and you're thinking like they don't understand that you're alone and you have nothing to lose. You don't have a boyfriend, you don't have a girlfriend, you might not even live with your parents. So you kind of do like these drastic moves, or you just jump forth to it without regards or anything. You just do it. It's like, whatever, I'm alone, or I don't have anything going for me, I might as well just do it. Just because it's entertaining. Enter-fucking-taining. If it's that enter-fucking-taining, then you shouldn't be so fucking butthurt and hurt, crying, and sad, depressed, post your stupid shit, say your stupid shit, because you wanted entertainment. That's just you being a fucking idiot. You should have thought about it, you should have, put some thought into it. Never mind just doing it because you're fucking lonely, you have nothing to lose. That's how you get hurt. That's how you get stepped on, and that's how you get pushed over. Because you have nothing to lose because you're fucking lonely, and you want the entertainment because you're, single and whatever, you have nothing. You hurt yourself. You are your worst enemy. What you did is on you. Your decisions you made, it's you. You wanted to get that person, and you knew, and people warned you that person will fuck you up. That is on you. You just didn't want to be lonely, you know? You didn't want to fucking be alone in this fucking world and not have the, I wanted the sex, I wanted the affection, I wanted the words, I wanted the physical part, I want someone to mentally love me in all kinds of ways. That person's not going to love you the way you want them to love you because you're not making the right choices. You want that, but you picked the wrong fucking person to do that. That person just wants to fuck around. That person, it's not that it's bad that they want to have one night stands and sleep around and shit. No, that's their lifestyle, that's their business, that's their choices. But your choice is that you knew all that. You felt all that. But you wanted that. Maybe without knowing, or maybe you did know. But that's the consequence of your actions, that you, the viewer, or whoever goes through this experience that you may know, deserve it. It's like, think of it this way. It's like a learning experience in a way. No one, of course, deserves to be hurt or heartbroken or cheated on and shit. But if someone warned you and someone gave you the idea and someone actually threw it in your face and said, well, I don't think you're making the right decisions under the circumstances of you being, kind of lonely, and you're kind of just shooting for the stars without even aiming, you're gonna have to get consequenced here. You can't just expect life is this easy. Now, let's move on to your parents. Sometimes your relationship is bad with your parents and you want to find some kind of mom or father figure. So you either get a relationship that's based on that, like a guy might get a relationship with a girl that's kind of resembles their mom and does the same thing that mom should do, or if he's gay, a dad, he gets like a daddy or whatever. And the same thing for girls, it's like they get a mom or they get a dad type relationship with their significant other, just to fill that void, so you can have the best of both worlds. So people kind of come down on them and they're like, yo, that's kind of weird, your fucking mommy daddy fetish and stuff like that. Again, it's none of your business. It's not hurting you. But it's more or less, it's kind of like that, why they have those relationships, to fill a certain void. But as long as it's not hurting anybody, it's not anything. But it's just an example of what I mean when loneliness and emptiness makes your decisions for you. And you will think about it later on. You will. And if your relationship is good with your parents, sometimes it's too good. You don't have the bad parts of a relationship with your parents. So you kind of look for it in a way. And not because you want to, it's more or less like you're either bored or you don't have that experience in your life of like, what if my parents were like a bad parent or something like that. So you create some dumb fucking like scenarios for them to do. Like staying up late and drinking all night or smoking weed or sneaking out of the house and going to your boyfriend's place or girlfriend's place or partying and stuff like that, and your parents told you no. Your parents are looking out for you. You have it good. You have a big house. Your parents have 2 fucking cars, probably 2 fucking cars each. You're not struggling, but you're not the richest family. And you have a roof over your head and food in your fridge. You'll never go cold because they're always fucking clothing you. But yet, it's a perfect life for you, but you create your decisions where you're like, yo, I need to fuck shit up just so it's like in your mind, you want the experience of having that just so you can either post about it, tell people about it, what you've been through, or brag about it, like whatever fucking crazy shit you come up with. And it's like with same thing for substances like sex, alcohol, and drugs, where it fills voids, where it gives you temporary relief or either love, ease the pain, or it gives you an escape away from this fucking world because this world is shitty. But sometimes you gotta put the bottle down, you gotta put the woman aside or the man aside and put the fucking pipe down and look at the world and what you're living in and what you created, because the world that is around you is the one you created for yourself, and the world is behold of the eye of that person. To me, I know the world is beautiful. I know it's fucking shitty. I fucking hate this place. I hate Earth. I hate what the human race created on this planet. That, like, our electronics corrupt the youth that we have here. The pollution we have here. People are assholes to each other. It's selfish. Teens and youth today are just out fucking control. The adults are so blind to it. And people are selfish and just... But, as much as there's negative, there is positive to it. I think the world is beautiful, especially at night when it glows up and you see the pretty colors and the stars are there. Sometimes you get peaks of the planets. And it's just breathtaking. But it's the same thing of your choices, that even though you had a bad boyfriend or girlfriend, at least you had the experience and some of the good parts to it. It may not be the best memory, but you had a good time. But you should take that part of it and bring it into like your status of a human being and level up with that. Gain the experience and tell people about it, as if I'm doing it right now. It's loneliness and emptiness has its pros and cons. It has its good and bads. It has everything. Being alone sometimes is fitting. Being alone sometimes sucks. Feeling empty means you cherish and you grab and like just the small things affect you in ways. And there's the things where when you're empty, you want more. Either way, it's like there's always going to be good and bad about it. It's just the way you see it. And a lot of people, you're all fucking blind to it. Life isn't easy. We all know this. We should all know this. But life isn't that hard either. Yes, there's ups and downs. But what you come out of in the end, it's the thing you should look forward to and not back. Because when you're looking back, you're going to be one of those stupid fuckers that keep posting stupid shit online about how fucking bad your life is and where you're going. Not because life put me there, it's because you fucking put yourself there. grow up, learn fast, and cherish what you fucking have, man. Because one day it's just gonna all disappear. And again, this is awareness that you need to stop letting loneliness make your decisions for you. That goes with your future, the present, what you're doing now. That you're probably watching this and thinking, what the fuck is this dude going on about? You'll know. When it actually happens to you, you'll know. I fucking guarantee you, where you either have that boyfriend or girlfriend and they fuck you up, and you're thinking to yourself, why or how did this happen? It wasn't them. No. It was you. Expecting something to gain from someone. Two people were looking to fill a void. Once that void is filled, time to move on to something better. It goes with everything. It even goes with fucking food, man. It goes with your collection. Goes with, I don't know, stuffed animals. Goes with posters, whatever you collect. It's what it is. You gotta fill that void. You gotta take it easy on yourself and pace yourself. You gotta stop living life so fast. Stop making rational decisions. And actually think what you do before you fucking do it. Because it's only you fucking up your future, man. It's only you fucking up your future. I don't care what abuse you went through in the past. What you've been through in the past is what you're doing now. I know fucking abuse. I know what the fuck I've been through. I could be a sociopath. I could go kill people. The history I have, I could probably be a fucking crazy, minded psychopath killer. But yet I choose today to help people understand where to go or how to push them or lead them or guide them. Not that you have to listen to my advice. Not that I make a huge impact in your life. It's just that I understand some shit and I gotta let it out. I gotta spread the awareness out. That's why I do these, because I care. And I know the human race can do so much more. It's just we're too fucking hung up on our own shit to give a shit about other people's shit. You're gonna help each other out. Grab my fucking hand and let's do this the fuck together. Because we can do it. I know you can do it. We're not idiots. Fuck. We're faster. We're stronger. Mentally, physically, than the people we had in the past. We're supposed to make our generation better as we go. Not worse. Fucking bunch of bitches I see online every fucking day complaining about the dumbest shit. Do something about it. Thanks for watching, and hopefully this video makes you make your decisions a little bit better, because I gave you the awareness that, remember, just because you're lonely doesn't mean you need to have that drink. You need to smoke the weed. You need to have sex with people. You need to date people. You need to have a relationship, even though that relationship is toxic as fuck, as long as you're not single and alone, right? No. Hopefully you think about it, and your next step in your life right now is defined of what you want and not what the emptiness and lonely in your mind wants. Things are more important than relationships and alcohol and people, man. There really are. You want to set a base for you, your family, your kids in the future, your house. You want to set all that shit up. Bigger things are more important, man. They really are. It's not who has the best looking boyfriend or girlfriend, or who has sex with the most people, or who has a trophy relationship, or who had the longest relationship. None of that shit matters when you're fucking dead. None of that shit matters when you're poor and on the streets. You gotta have your focus ready and expect way more than that, because that shit there that's fucking pity shit. That's some small shit, man. Stuff like that does not affect your future at all. I guarantee this. I guarantee this. Your main focus is finishing school, getting a good job, rubbing it in people's fucking face that you have like a fucking degree and whatever. You have a big ass house because you did so fucking well in school. Get yourself a fine ass woman or husband, have some beautiful children, and tell your kids the experience that you had and how you got this far. Not by crying, not by bitching, not by making rational decisions. You actually thought about your future. You actually put it down in a fucking book, and you actually succeeded. Because you had a bigger thought. You're like, you know what? I need this. I don't need that crap. I need this shit. Because this shit will take me higher than that crap over there. You gotta do it up.